Hello, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. If you haven't done so already, please click like on this video and share it after the show. I am so happy to be here tonight. If you can hear me, put a one in the chat. I am so excited. I am so excited. But you bear with me because I got something I want to share to set the whole thing off right. I got it. I'm ready to get going. Yes, indeed. Here we go. Read it, and we about to get started.
See, I don't care if my dream mess up people around me, because I ain't talking to them. I just got to get it out in the air. So if it makes you mad, that's okay, but I've got to get it out in the air, because what you don't see, just as soon as I said it, an angel took my word and starting to manifest. If I pray about Kenya, an angel grabs my word and manifests. If I pray about New Zealand, an angel takes my word and manifests it. Somebody better prophesy and speak their dreams. Broke. I declare I'm not going to be sick. I declare this curse is broken off my blood. I don't care who hates me, because he who's begun a good work in me shall.
And here I am. How y'all doing? How you doing? So, yes, sir. I got to encourage myself. I have to, as crazy as I act, I know where my source lies. And I know that I didn't get here by myself, and God is my strength. And okay, y'all, I'm going to get down to it. I got the money. I got the money to shoot my film. And next week, I go into the studio to do the voiceovers. No, I have the money. And I'm going to tell you the backstory in a minute, but I got the money. And for those of you who've been following me since 2019, you know all the hardships and the things I've been through, losing both my parents, going through this lawsuit, COVID, cardiac issues, depression, surgeries, you name it. I've been through it. But yeah, through it all, I didn't lose my faith, and I didn't curse God and die. And tonight, Moni, yes, sir. Celebration time. Yep. So I have every dime that I need to shoot my film. And I've been holding this in. I've been holding this in this week. But it came at a price. My parents died. They left their house to me. Well, last month, the house, my childhood home burned to the ground. And the insurance just paid off a couple of weeks ago. And I was talking to my brother and I said, Gene, I'm going to do something. I'm going to walk out on faith. I'm going to take some of this money and I'm going to do my film. And that's what I'm going to do. Now, I had somebody that said they was going to finance it, but they gave me some money, but things didn't work out. So I'll be paying them back with the little interest that we had an agreement on. Once everything starts generating income, I'm going to pay them back. But that's my big announcement, y'all. And y'all seen me since 2019. And I'm going to make this doggone movie. I have dreamed, this has been my vision since 2005, 20 years. 20 years I've hoped, prayed. I started out writing this script on a notepad. The idea hit me one day. I just grabbed a piece of paper and wrote it down. Then I went home and started writing stuff down on a notepad. I had no idea how to put a film script together. And my college classmate, she said, Darryl, I'm going to show you little things. And she would send me stuff because she lives in LA. And she is funny. I was doing stand-up comedy. She was in the film industry. Now she does stand-up comedy and I'm in the film industry. So we swap places. But she taught me, showed me examples of how to do the format for my script, the sample of everything I needed. So I started working. I come home at night, sit up late at night, working on it. Oh, Darryl, you too old. Oh, Darryl, you wasting your time. This is a pipe dream, blah, blah, blah. What's so interesting about your life story? Why you think anybody don't want to watch it? Blah, blah, blah. All the negative talk you could think of, everything you could think of, people were shooting me down. But I never listened. I never entertained their foolishness. See, everybody ain't happy to see you have a dream, have a vision. Just because they couldn't do it, or they didn't have the courage to walk out on faith and do it themselves, they want to shoot you down. So if you get nothing else from the night, whatever it is in your heart that God has put down in your heart and your mind, you're never too old. You're never too old to go after what you want. I want to read something to you. Somebody sent me this, and it fits tonight so perfectly. I should have put it on a thumbnail, but I didn't. But I'm going to read it to you. And I hope it encourages you. Hold on. I actually had it on my page. So let me scroll down to it. This is going to bless your soul, y'all. This is, whoa. It's going to blow you away. Lord have mercy. And it reads, David waited 12 years. Abraham waited 25 years. Joseph waited 13 years. Noah waited 120 years. Now put amen in the chat if you're waiting for something right now. God's time is the best. When I saw that, that was just confirmation that my wait wasn't in vain. Every time I got $1, I buy camera equipment, mics, lights, lenses, cables. monitors, everything I needed to make my film myself. Little bit by bit, piece by piece, I would just keep doing, keep doing, keep doing, keep doing. Never gave up. I never gave up. And now 20 years later, I'm old and gray, but it's going to come to pass. This is my legacy that I'm leaving my children. And for my sons, I know you're watching. Don't let nobody tell you what you can't do. No matter how long it takes and no matter how hard it gets, do not give up. If you keep your faith in God and you work hard, it will come to pass. I'm not saying it might, it will happen. God is faithful. God is faithful. Now, something traumatic in my life happened, but out of those ashes, like the Bible says, I give you beauty for your ashes. My parents' house, my childhood home, burned to the ground. I was sitting there frustrated. I was crying, walking the floor. I'm like, God, you brought me this far. Now what? I trust you. I trust you. Make a way for me. Now, little did I know that was going to happen, but out of that tragedy, triumph. I don't have to ask nobody for nothing. I don't have to rely on nobody for nothing. Everybody that's coming on this film, I pay them. I hire them. They work for me. I own the rights to this film. So when the money comes in, it goes in these pockets, in this guy's bank account. The pie don't get cut up. I got the pie on my table. And I made the table. I fixed the food. And now I'm getting to eat from that table. Not bragging, not throwing stuff in nobody's face, but I've been through hell, and y'all know this. But you know the hell I've been through since 2019. But let me take you back. I don't know if Tracy's here because she's on vacation, but I got sick when I was living in Atlanta. I had a girlfriend at the time, and my blood pressure, when I got to the ER, if it wasn't for Tracy, you know, you seen her in the chat, Tracy Turner Jackson. She dropped me off at the train station so I could ride the train to the hospital. My girlfriend didn't even take me to the hospital, nothing. If it wasn't for Tracy, I would have died in my apartment, in the apartment that I shared with my girlfriend. I spent 5 days in the hospital. My blood pressure was 232 over 116. I was supposed to have a massive heart attack or stroke and die. The nurse that checked me in, she was so shocked. She said, how'd you get here? I said, I walked. She looked at me and she didn't say another word. She just grabbed all of my bags, because I brought bags that I knew I was staying. She took all my stuff. She didn't say nothing. She did, you come with me. They didn't even put me upstairs in a room. They kept me in the emergency room and an observation room for 5 days because they didn't know whether I was going to die or not. They put me in an observation room in Grady Hospital in Atlanta. Y'all know my story with the documentary, what happened to me. And I was on probation. I couldn't leave the state of Georgia without permission, all that stuff. I went through everything. There was a time I was homeless. When I shot lottery ticket, I might as well have been homeless because every other day my girlfriend at the time was threatening to throw me out, calling me every name in the book. I was all kind of F's and B's and punks and all this. And she knew I had to have somewhere to stay. And she treated me like dirt. But God, that last week of filming, see, I was an extra on that film. That last week of filming, the director, you saw a picture of me and him in that little clip I just played. He called me over and said, hey, he wanted me to pull a prank on Bow Wow in the movie, lottery ticket. And I said, man, and he gave me $100. Man, you can keep the money. I need a speaking part. I'm trying to get this Screen Actors Guild card. Yeah, we got you. I was like, yeah, they ain't gonna do nothing. So the next day, that very night, he had one more day left of shooting. Ice Cube called me 3 times. because he's executive producer of Lottery Ticket. And I thought somebody was playing on the phone. I hung up on Ice Cube 2 times. He called me that 3rd time. He said, "You better not hang up this so-and-so phone." He said, he said, "Call this number, tell them to put you through to my room." I did. And I was like, oh my God, I hung up on Ice Cube. And he said, "You got a fax machine?" "Yeah." "You got some paper in that so-and-so?" "Yeah." He said, "We about to send you a contract." They faxed all my stuff over. I filled it out. And they said, "Here are your lines. You better learn them by tomorrow." I had to be there at 5 in the morning. Mind you, my ex-girlfriend, she didn't want to drop me off. She said, "I'm not getting up that time of morning to drop you off," because I had to get up by about 4 o'clock to drive down there to be on at the security gate to get in at 5. So I said, you know what? I'm going to walk. About 15 miles. I was going to walk. And it was cold. It was December. I had no money, but I was going to get to that damn film shoot because it was on the south side of town by the airport. And I called around, couldn't nobody come get me, nothing. So I said, about midnight, I said, you know what? If I start walking now, I'll get there in time. So I grabbed my suitcase. I was heading to the door at midnight. "I'm going to take you." I didn't trust that. So I got her car keys and put them in my pocket. And when 4 o'clock came around, I'd have went to jail, but I was gonna make that doggone. And I ain't had no license at the time because my license had got suspended because I had a ticket that I couldn't pay. I had no money. I was broke. College educated, all that. I was broke. Broke as a joke. But I got there. And the rest is history. Got my Screen Actors Guild card. And I moved to New York shortly thereafter. But before that, I was sleeping in abandoned houses, in my car. I was washing up at truck stops and gas stations. I was spending the day in the library when it was hot, so I'd have somewhere cool to stay, and it was cold. I had somewhere warm to sit. I was warming up ramen noodles. But back then, you get them for $1. And before that, when I was in college, you'd be able to get them 10 cents a pack, but then they went up to a quarter. So if I had $1, I had 4 packs of ramen noodles I could eat. That's the price I paid to get here. That's the price I paid to get right here, right now. There were scenes that were shot in Lottery Ticket. If you look at the movie, I used to sleep in alleys around a lot of them places that we shot at. And I'm going to tell you, I paid a high price. But it's all worth it now. Because I was faithful and I didn't curse God and die. I was just like Job. I've been crying since Monday. I don't care what nobody say. You can meme it. You can do whatever. You can cut it, chop it, splice it, whatever. God has brought me out. And I will tell the world that God brought me out. I've lost children. I buried my parents. I've had people harass me night and day. I've had people that say they love me, turn their backs and act like I didn't exist. I've been homeless. I've been to jail for something I didn't do. I've been sick. But God. And you can say what you want, and you can act like you all high and mighty, but I'm here to tell you, you are not going to get anywhere in this world if you don't have him. I did not give up on my faith. I did not renounce my faith. I did not curse God and die. I held on. And everything that was taken away from me has now been given back times 10. And everybody that tried to tear me down and destroy me has now seen me lifted up, and they got to watch me eat at the table. Because I've always said, he prepares a table for me in the presence of my enemies. And you all get to see that with me right now. Somebody attacking you, don't lose hope. Don't lose faith. Hold on. God has not forgotten you. I am here to tell you, God has not forgotten you. If he did it for me, he'll do it for you too. I am blessed. God, I'm telling you, God brought me out. You know me now, but I slept. I'm going to say this again. I love you too. I slept in abandoned houses, alleyways, and in my car, and on park benches, and on people's couches, on people's floors. Just so I was determined I was going to get this or die trying. Mm-hmm. I got off work. I bought me a cigar, and I bought me some brown liquor. And because I deserve it. And I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to do something for myself that I have never done. Sometime between now and before Christmas, I'm going to take me a weekend somewhere, and I'm going to sit by somebody's beach by myself. I'm going to cut my phone off. I'm going to leave out here on a Friday. I'm going to come back late Sunday or maybe Monday, and I'm going to rest. I've been pushing myself hard, and I'm going to recharge myself. I'm just going to sit, no music, nothing. I'm going to sit and watch the waves just crash in and out. I'm going to watch the sunset over the ocean. I'm going to rest myself. What's up, Tavares? I'm going to rest, and I'm going to enjoy life. I deserve it. I worked hard for it. I was in Atlanta, Georgia. Tavares, I coached in football and track. He went on to play in the NFL. If you need a good car, see him, because he can make a deal happen. But I'm going to tell you, I lost everything that I thought I needed. And in the end, all I needed was my faith in God and to keep moving forward. People that I thought would never turn their back on me walked away from me. Told me, don't call me, don't come by my house, nothing. Walked away from me. I lost 2 children. I got 3 sons. I lost 2 daughters. I gave everything that was in me for this day to announce this. I'm going to be putting up on my website the casting notice for my film. I'm going to be putting it up, putting all the breakdowns and the instructions, what you need to do if you're interested in auditioning for a film. So don't worry. It's gonna come, and I'm gonna put it up. I'm gonna put it up on my website, and down here, that's my website. I'm gonna put the breakdowns for each character. You'll be able to do that and tell you how to submit your video audition, all that good stuff. Next week, I'm going into the studio to do the voiceovers. I got like a couple of things I'm going to do to add to the film. I'm going to do the voiceovers. Yeah, Marcellus, I'm in a great place, brother. This is a blessing. And you don't get your little jealous self down. You so spoiled. Tell everybody hello. Tell everybody hey. Because you just want attention. Tell hello. Tell everybody hello. Say hey. Say hey, y'all. Hey. Say hey. Then lay down. Go to sleep. So then I start raising. People give me money here and there. And I used it on things like getting equipment. Because when people would tell them how much they would charge for to shoot it and to do testing. Hmm. It's working on my end. If you can't hear, go out and come back in. But I'm about to leave anyway. Okay, because I was about to leave anyway. That's what I was going to tell you. You can go out and come back in. But I just started talking loud. I'm sorry, because I was all, and so casting notices will be coming out. And I remember I got to take, I'm not going to be petty, but I will say this to you. Remember when you made fun of the title of my life story, Invisible Man? Oh, isn't that already a horror movie that's out by that name? Ha, 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 ha. Invisible Man was a book written by Ralph Ellison. Ralph Ellison went to the same college that I did. I liked his book so much, I wanted to use the title because it fits my story. And I asked the person that's in charge of his estate permission to use a quote out of the book in my film. Ralph Ellison is also my fraternity brother. Ralph Ellison, this is how serious literary works are. Ralph Ellison was at Tuskegee the same time that Iceberg Slim was at Tuskegee. And you all know who Iceberg Slim is, right? He became a pimp, but then he started writing books. Him and Ralph Ellison were classmates. Same time. So, you better not. Don't you start. You better not. So, I came up with that title, Invisible Man, because it fits my story. Nobody sees me unless they want something or need something. I'm alone in a crowd. I'm alone in a crowd. So his story spoke to me. So I used it as a title. And that's where I am. So Marcellus is coming on. I'm getting out his way because I went over about 6 minutes. But that's what my big announcement is. I'm doing the voiceovers, some of them next week, the ones that I got to do. Now, as time goes on, I need other people to do voiceovers. I'm going to bring them in the studio, but I'm in the sound studio next week, record my voiceovers, get them out the way. I'm securing one of the locations that I'm shooting. Going to be shooting around Cleveland. Can I get this done? I love you. I love you. I'm on the show right now. And thank you, all of you. I really ain't seen God. Can you hear me now? 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 Okay. So I took it off, but I'm going to get rid of that cord. I think I had to shorten my cord, so I'm going to just get rid of it. But anyway, don't let nobody tell you what you can't do. Don't listen to them. The heck with them. It only matters what God tells you to do. Because if God sends you a thought in your head and your heart to do, he's going to provide a way for you to get that done. And here's how you know God is speaking to you and not just you speaking to yourself in your own mind. If God gives you something, it's going to be too big for you to do it by yourself. You're going to need help from other people. But if you can do it all by yourself, that didn't come from God. God is big. He does things on a big level. So if he gives you something, it's going to be something that you can't do by yourself or something that you're going to start and you might not be able to finish it in your lifetime, but your descendants are going to pick it up and finish it. But whatever it is, do not get scared. Do not get discouraged. I was dealing with this for 20 years. I got notepads everywhere. I was writing stuff down, ideas, and networking with people that I thought were gonna help me. They start off good and then they fall off. But now I'm doing it all by myself. Let me rephrase that. I got my hands on the wheel. I don't have to, oh, can you give me some money? I need help. No. I'm doing it on a small scale like Tyler Perry. I'm putting my own money up. I'm betting on myself. I'm doing the paperwork as we speak. Screen Actors Guild. I'm doing the paperwork to get once the film is complete, to have it up on streaming sites. I used to have this big dream. Oh, I want my movie in a theater. I'm going to do a screening at a theater. I'm going to rent out a theater and then do a private screening. But so that I can get a quick return on my investment, it's going straight to streaming services. And while I'm doing that, the vision that Marcellus and I always had to have our own channel, our own streaming channel, working on that right now. So I'm going to be a blessing so I can bless others. I'm blessed, so I'm going to bless others. People with content, they can put it on my platform and make some money. And I can make some money too. So all that's in the works. So out of this 20 years that I had to deal with this, all the time I walked around in Lodabar, all my wasted years and being stuck in Lodabar, it's all worth it now. Because I did not curse my God and die. So y'all go tune in to Mad Church Disease tonight. I'll meet you over there. I love you. Thank you for coming. If you haven't done so already, please click like and share. And I already know, since this ain't no drama-filled video, I might not get 200 views. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay. Because I'm not going to do this back and forth nonsense. I created this channel originally to showcase my film work and my acting. And I'm done with the mess. We've been talking offline. I have so much peace not dealing with the mess. I just sit back and watch Babylon Fall. And that's, Marcellus, you're not coming on? Oh, well, I can keep talking then a little bit. Now I can have some fun. Y'all see what I have to deal with. I love you. I love you. Oh, you gave me a puppy kiss. I love you. You so spoiled. Come on, put your head on my heart. I know. You're a spoiled little thing. You're 8. Now you want to get birthed. You're just so spoiled. Oh, you so spoiled. So every day I sit in his office when I'm working, and I look over there, the flag that was on my dad's casket. It's on the wall. The document that they gave after they did the 21-gun salute, it's over there. My father's obituary, my mother's obituary, my parents' picture. So every time I get discouraged, I remember where I come from. I remember where I come from. Now I see why you don't want to sit up there. I'm sorry. That heat is hot, baby. Yeah, it was hot. You should have said something. Yeah. So y'all just don't know. It's been some days I can't tell you where I cried myself to sleep. I cried myself to sleep. There's days I wished when I went to sleep that I wished I wouldn't wake up. I didn't contemplate killing myself, but I was like, God, just let me go. And go to sleep and don't wake back up. And then I wake up that next morning and be angry with God because he woke me back up. And this went on for a while, a couple of years. But then God spoke to me. God said, I'm not finished with you. He wasn't finished with me because I'm still here. I've seen people that were in better health, mentally and physically than me, that's gone. But for some reason, God has an assignment for me, and he's kept me right here. When all hell breaking loose around me, he kept me right in the eye of the storm. And people don't realize the safest place to be when a storm is going raging around you is in the eye of the storm. If you've ever seen a tornado, all the debris and all that circling wind, it goes around. But if you're in the middle of a tornado, no harm comes to you. A tornado destroys stuff on the outer band, just like a hurricane. The outer bands of a hurricane is the worst part to be because that's where all the destruction takes place. And just like in the Bible tells you, everything can be going on around you, but God is in the midst of that thing with you. No harm is going to come to you. It may seem like all hope is lost, but God is right there with you. And no harm is going to come to you as long as you keep your eyes on God. I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I've experienced. So the reason I'm able to give this testimony tonight is because I've been through some trials. You can't have a testimony without trials and tribulation. It don't work that way. You can't tell somebody how you got over unless you went through something. You can't tell nobody about depression if you've never been depressed. You can't tell nobody about grieving if you ain't never buried nobody. I got a story because I had a past. I've been through it. But God kept my mind. And everybody that's tried to hurt me over the years, something happened to them. Something happened to them. And I'm not rejoicing over that. I'm not, oh, yeah, you did what? Excuse me, so I can let this spoiled brat out. Hold on. Go like that. Go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Her fur was hot. So, I don't know. I might take out work tomorrow. No, I'm going to go to work. And for those of you before y'all super religious people, yes, I smoke cigars. Yes, I drink dark liquor. And I cuss like Peter. But you know who I am? I'm the one that you can call at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning if you need somebody to talk to you, or somebody to listen to you, or somebody to pray with you, somebody to laugh with you and make you feel better. Or if you need me to get in my car, I'll get to you. I'm that guy. I don't talk the talk. I walk the walk. I keep going in and out. I don't know what to tell you. And I don't know because I'm talking fine. Maybe it's StreamYard. I don't know. Hold on. Let's see. It's working on my end. I can hear it. I can hear it. I don't know. You have to go in and back out. But, yep, that's it. So I'm so happy. And I'm nervous too. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm nervous. I'm real nervous. I'm not doubting God, but I know you can understand this. When you hope and you pray for something, and when you finally get it, you're like, oh, what do I do now? But I got all this stuff written down, shooting this. I even draw up diagrams of how I want the camera and what kind of shots I want to get in, and all this stuff. Got it. I've been doing this for 20 years. 20 years I've been writing on papers and putting stuff in notebooks and praying and crying, driving down the street asking God, when is it gonna happen? Because I know you said it's gonna happen, but when? I ain't getting no younger, Lord. I'm 56 years old. I had this vision when I was in my 30s. What's gonna happen? Is it for my children to take up the mantle and run, or what? I don't know. But I just kept praying. So now, here I am. Here I am. And for all the people that were laughing at me over the years, I forgive you. For all the women that I loved that walked away, I forgive you. For all the people that promised me stuff and didn't deliver it, I forgive you. For all the casting directors that said I didn't have no talent, that they wouldn't work with me, I forgive you. For all the club promoters who didn't want to book me when I was doing stand-up comedy, I forgive you. For all the people on social media that were harassing me and lying on me, no, I ain't gonna forgive you. No, I'm just playing. Stop. She's barking at an imaginary thing. So I'm not rubbing nothing in nobody's face. I'm just letting you know. Whatever it is, I don't care if you want to knit and crochet and sell it online. Do it. The worst thing can happen, it don't work out. So you ain't gonna die. Just do it. Whatever it is on your heart, go do it. And don't listen to nobody. No naysayers, no haters, no bitter Bettys, jealous Johns, none of that. Do you. Do you. If God put on your heart to go back to school or go to school and you never been, go do it. You're never too old. I read to you. Hush. Go to God in prayer and let him tell you what you need to do. I'm sorry, I haven't been ignoring y'all in the chat, but I've held this in since last week. Everything was confirmed Monday, and I said, I got an announcement. See you Thursday. And I sat on it. I've been driving to work crying, coming home from work crying, not sad crying, happy crying, rejoicing. Because it came to pass. It came to pass. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. Everything has come to pass. Everything has come to pass. Do y'all realize, man, my mama, she's had scars on her hand from picking cotton as a little girl. The first month and a half of the school year, she couldn't go to school because she had to pick cotton. The last month and a half of school, she couldn't go to school either because they were planting the cotton. But she graduated on time. My grandfather was a victim. Her dad, he was a victim of the Tuskegee experiment. I watched him die when I was 10 going on 11. He died in the hospital. It was on the campus of the college that I went to. 4 or 5 times a day, I had to drive by that hospital and see that loading dock where they rolled his body off. And he got picked up by the funeral home. And I kept a letter from the United States government. The Surgeon General in 1958 sent my grandfather a thank you letter, thanking him for being a part of the scientific study, as if he signed up voluntarily to have them pump him full of a disease and watch the untreated effects of syphilis. My grandfather didn't volunteer for that. They took advantage of him because he was poor and he had a second-grade education. And I watched my grandfather suffer before he died. He was in so much pain, he begged God to kill him and to have mercy on him. So when these MAGA people and all these people, oh, if you don't like what's going on in America, leave. My ancestors didn't ask to come here. They were brought here by force. And then when they got here, you mistreated them like you did my grandfather. That's where I come from. That's where I come from. And my father did 3 tours in Vietnam. He had better rights and was treated better in a war zone than he was in the United States. And he was putting his life on the line for this country. And I asked him why he did it. He said he wanted to make sure that me and my sisters and brothers had a better life than him and my mama had. Do you realize out of my parents and my 2 siblings, I am the only one that was born with so-called equal rights, because I was born after they signed the Civil Voting Rights Act and Civil Rights legislation. My sister and brother were born into segregation. I wasn't. I'm the first one born with so-called equal rights. And as you can see, we still don't have equal rights because we still catching hell. But God is good. God is good. And like a phoenix, I rise from the ashes. Invisible Man is now going to be a reality. All I've been through is worth it. It was worth it. And I'm reminded of a sermon by Bishop Jakes, when he was talking about the pain a woman goes through when she's giving birth. And the pain of childbirth is almost unbearable. But as soon as that mother hears that baby's first cry and holds her baby for the first time, all that pain that she went through to give birth was worth it. That's how I feel right now. Everything I went through, I didn't like it, and it hurt me. But it was all worth it, because now I can come out here and tell you how good God is and what God has done for me. I wouldn't be able to tell you that had I not gone through anything. It was worth it. Amen. It was worth it. It was hard, but it was worth it. Because what I went through, I'm not going to let anybody or anything take it away from me. Nobody gave this to me but God. So nobody can throw it up in my face. Well, you got this because I gave it to you. No. God did it, not you. If you keep your faith and you keep working hard, I'm here to tell you, just like I got this moment right here, you're going to have yours. God ain't forgot about you. He knows about all them nights you cried yourself to sleep. He knows about them mornings you driving to work or going wherever you're going, crying all the way there and crying all the way back. He ain't forgot about you. I'm here to tell you, in his time, he going to answer you. And when he answers you, everybody that doubted you or made fun of you or criticized you and tried to hurt you and did hurt you, they're going to sit back and have to see you be blessed in front of them. You mark this day at 9:03 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the 23rd of October, 2025. Your day is coming. You're not going to leave this world before God blesses you in front of all your enemies. Thank you. You're not going to leave this world without God blessing you. There's a blessing with your name on it. And I don't care what you go through or how hard it gets. Keep your eyes on him. I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I went through. So-called friends and family tried to talk me down, put me down, talk me out of this. But I didn't listen. I listened to him. I didn't listen down here. I listened to what was coming from up there. Every day, I create a film flyer, a poster. Well, I don't know why he creating that poster. That movie ain't gonna never get made. Okay. I don't know why he writing the script. No, it is never gonna get made. Okay. You're 50-something years old. You're wasting your time. Okay. Do you realize when I left high school going to college, there were teachers in the building that had a betting pool as to whether or not I would quit school or not make it at all? They had put $200 in a pot. Now these supposed to be teachers that are supposed to be helping people like me to go to the next level. They were betting money. The $200. It was $200. And I found out about it. But this is what I did. I didn't go off and yell at them. You know what I did? Every time from that day to now, most of them dead now, but every time I had a major event in my life, I would make sure I sent them something certified mail. They had to sign for it. If I graduated college, I sent them a certified invitation, certified mail. My first child was born. My second child was born. My third child. I sent the birth announcement, certified mail. I got my master's degree, certified mail. I got that spot in the movie lottery ticket. I bought DVDs and sent it to them, certified mail. And I autographed it. Not to throw it up in their face, but to let them know God determines what I do and where I become. Not you. Not you. The same people that said I would never be nothing. When they turn their TV on, they see me. I went home one time when I was with my mama. And, oh, Darryl, somebody walked up. Oh, Darryl, I saw you on TV. And I said, which show? Because there was a couple of them that was out there had my face on. Which one? Which network? I just kept walking, with smiling. My mama nudging me as we're going down the aisle. Why you did that? I said, well, I think I deserved that just a little bit. She said, you don't waste your time with that. They knew that's why they came up in your face. They saw you. That's enough. They saw you. Okay, mama. So, but it's funny that she would tell me that, because a month later, it was this girl I used to like way back when I was in high school. My mother and my brother were in the store. Again, it seemed like crazy stuff always happened in the store. Oh, Miss Moore, how you doing? How you doing? Oh, I saw Darryl on TV. How's Darryl doing? My mama ain't miss a beat. All 5'4" of her. He doing just fine when he stopped fooling with you. And she kept right on down the aisle with that buggy. And my brother was hollering. So my brother gets me on the phone. I said, didn't mama just tell me last month that I shouldn't do that? And then she turned around and do it. And I heard her through the phone. I can do that. I'm your mama. She wasn't lying. She my mama. Always will be. Until I see her again, she's always be mama. I keep saying, don't listen to nobody telling you what you can't do. God's been against me since I was born. I'm used to being an underdog. I'm used to people not expecting much of me, and then I prove them wrong. Read the Bible. David, nobody expected nothing of David, but David was the apple of God's eye. David's daddy didn't want to read me Bible. Go on, you know how your parents shoot you away. Go on, boy, get out. Go on over there. Go on. Jesse was like, go on, get over there. Go over there. All people know, oh, David killed Goliath, but they don't know what he did before he faced Goliath. When Jesse shooed him out to the back of the property, he could have got bitter, but he didn't. He said, well, God got me back here for a reason. What's going on? So to get him ready so that he could kill Goliath, David slayed a lion and he killed a bear. So when he faced the giant, Goliath, he wasn't scared because he'd already killed a bear and a lion. That was preparation. That was practice. So when he went to face Goliath, he wasn't even a soldier. That's what I'm trying to get in your head. David wasn't even a soldier. You know why David was there? He was there to help the soldiers that were fighting, and they were afraid. He was a little 12-year-old boy. He was basically like a football team. They let the water boy. He was basically a water boy. He'd bring water and whatever the soldiers needed. And he happened to hear Goliath talking junk. And he just looked around, and they were like, anybody want to fight? He was like, I'll fight him. And they laughed at him, just like they did me, just like they do you. And they laughed at Goliath. David laughed. They laughed at David. But what they didn't know, David had his little slingshot, but the Bible said, oh, he killed him with one stone. But David had a sack full of stones because he knew he was going to do something to Goliath, but just in case somebody else wanted some, he had a bag full of stones. And he picked them up on the way. He didn't just walk around. He's on. Okay, this is what I need to kill this big joker. And that's what he did. So get you a bag of stones. So if God got you way off in the corner, he's preparing you to bring you all the way back to the front again. Don't get discouraged. Keep your faith. Keep praying. Keep working. If he put you over there in the back, because the last shall be first, didn't I read that somewhere? The last shall be first. So if he got you all the way over here in the back, eventually you common sense tell you, according to what he said in his word, you're gonna come from the back all the way up to the front. And everybody's gonna have to sit there and watch you get yours. I didn't say it, he did. And he can't lie. So whatever he said, that's it. Either you're going to believe him or you ain't. That's not no fancy churchy talk. That's just plain and simple. Either you're going to believe him or you're not. That's just it. That's my spiel for the night, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you that came in late, I have the funding for my film project. I don't have to rely on anybody or anything else to make this a reality. And I'm moving forward. Starting next week, I'm going to be recording 3 voiceovers. And after that, shooting schedule going to come out. I'm going to be doing auditions. I'll be shooting on the weekends, though. So from now until I finish, my weekends are going to be busy. But it's going to be busy doing what I want to do. So all of this work I did and all of this writing and all of learning about intellectual property and filmmaking books and all of that stuff is now worth it. You know, all of that stuff, all of the stuff I got to learn, all of that stuff. It's not worth it. So, I'm so glad. So glad. So y'all go on and enjoy the rest of your night. I thought Marcelo was going to come on, but he decided to rest, and that's good because me and him both need rest. We've been dealing with some nonsense since 2019, September 2019. And it's time for us to rest. Can't nobody blame none of this stuff that's going on me and Marcellus. Thank you. Thank you, Doretha. Can't nobody blame none of this stuff that's going on me and him. Trump then doggone tore down part of the White House. That joker crazy. I just thought about that. That fool bulldozed down part of the White House. And nobody stopped him. That joker crazy. He's gone plumb mad. He's gone plumb mad. That joker lost his mind. Well, he ain't had no mind to begin with. But I'm gonna lay off that because the Secret Service might be watching. But and people if you getting them or you know somebody, ain't nobody getting no food stamps November 1st. It's gonna be a bad Thanksgiving for a lot of people. Nobody getting food stamps. because the government shut down and the money for the program ran out. So a lot of people going to be struggling next month. Y'all keep them in your prayers. A lot of food banks going to be empty because people are going to be hungry. They're going to need something to eat. Lord help us all. But did not curse my God and die. I had patience and faith like Job. And for all my trouble and all my heartache, God has blessed me and increased what I lost. He did it for me. He'll do it for you too. You just got to hold on. So, I love you. I'm going to get up out of here. So I can get me some rest and get me something to eat because I'm hungry. And I love y'all. Good night.